Now we back here in Game of Thrones. See now, man, now everyone's gonna die in this game. I'm making sure of it.
I'm taking my woman and her roommates to every time. Like, Carlos, no.
Nigga, why are you taking care of other niggas?
Because I'm the man of that house. They try to not the man. I was like, well, what? Put some money in the goddamn food first. Put some money in your belly. Put some food in your belly. Go ahead.
Like when your boys are taking care of other bitches.
I pull out my fat and my cash. Look at this. Look at this. I started fanning myself with it. Like, oh yeah. Like I was working at Hobby Lobby again. Yeah. Yeah, I'm fanning myself. See right here? See right here? You can't get into this. Except her. Except they. Except they, because we're correct.
This is why niggas can't have money, bro. This why I don't give niggas shit. I give them hands and assholes. That's it. See, he says that, right? Haven't seen him in a fighting game in a minute, have you, Black?
Brought to his knees by the men of the North.
No, they're not. But he hasn't talked to smacking anyone for a while, has he?
You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't fit. Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Go on. It's only blood.
What else is there? Devin, I think that actually the scenes are blocked.
Proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself.
Oh my gosh.
I'll never have a sword like that.
Could
say that as a
that'd
friend.
be funny.
And if we're being honest, you are just a squire.
I will. You'll see.
Of course, your lordship.
Oh. No, your internet just sucks.
After you
I'm watching on my phone.
Place on the Iron Throne.
I had a hand in it, you know. Hand in what? Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer.
Damn, I gotta take my stop taking my
so drunk he barely made it out of his tent.
Oh, there it is.
Next, they'll tell us he caught
taking my stuff out on Carlos.
Let him finish.
That's not your fault,
Chris. If you let him.
You
sorry,
captured
Carlos.
the Kingslayer.
Thanks, Alfredo sauce.
Well, I don't
By the gallon, my nigga. Like, he used to gulp in that shit.
10 others took him down.
Like, does he drink like Olive Garden levels of Alfredo sauce, just like they're
Not
getting
before
out
he
of
dragged
the
you
bag?
halfway across the battlefield on your face.
Yes.
You're questioning Norrin's honor. I'm questioning Norrin's story.
It's official. I need to go back to the
every time he tells it.
Get your lead,
I need to stop
folks,
being like
and
that, though. Being Christian.
Go on.
I'm supposed to be.
I don't take orders from you.
Friends,
take orders from him.
gallons of Alfredo.
Idiot, you're his squire. I'll fetch him some wine.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it. Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. You've never seen a field plowed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate. To Robb Stark, the King in the North! The King in the North! Tomorrow, we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard! The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock! Aye! Death to the Lannisters! Aye!
The North remembers!
Aye! Got it.
Yes, my lord?
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question, what's to be done with you?
You know what, Black?
It's been on my mind for a while now.
With me, my lord.
You've served House Forrester
Carl's got money,
for
right?
several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever.
Where's the Snowy
How
Strikers
shall I
at?
reward your loyalty? What can I offer you?
Where's your Snowy Strikers at?
You served me well.
Let me fight for you, my lord.
Is your
More
Snowy Strikers
than
on the
prove
system?
your ability on the battlefield.
Never been deleted.
No man.
Are we playing tonight?
There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as
Tomorrow.
Oh my god.
You've erased those doubts.
I'm not gonna be up with your 24-hour
It would be
bullshit.
an honor to see
You don't have to be
riding
up my
by Roderick's
24-hour
side
bullshit,
on the
nigga.
vanguard
No.
tomorrow. Not as a squire,
When you starting?
but as the equal of any man who serves House
Probably
Forrester.
5:30 in the morning.
It's well deserved.
Tomorrow?
Yep.
So that means 5:30 this morning.
Begging your pardon, my lord. But it's not
So I gotta go sleep.
Arrogance doesn't become you,
Damn.
Garrett. Perhaps I misjudge your readiness.
Good luck, Swag.
Thanks, man.
I'll donate. I'll
Find
donate
Roderick if you
later
can.
when I see you.
I will, my lord.
Please
Me
don't.
too.
Thank you.
Please don't.
I think like Carl's donating more than me, so whatever he donates, I'll double it.
Please don't.
Squire,
Love you, bro.
fetch us more wine.
Please don't.
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Make it up to you.
Fine, but you owe me.
Oh, you? I've been a squire longer than you have. I outrank you.
Man, fuck it, I'll play Rainbow instead.
What one do you want, Black?
Devin?
What? What game?
Boots.
Game of
Just my
Thrones.
luck to end up
Telltale's
with
game, bro.
Serve the Lord.
No.
Let him fetch
How much
a
was it?
wine for once.
I don't know. I didn't buy it.
Bowen.
It's PlayStation Plus
That's
free
where you're
once.
lucky.
I've never played it.
Oh shit.
Growing up
What's the
covered in
game?
Pig shit, shovel and slop. Well, maybe
I don't
think
know,
saddling
it
a
was
horse the
months
greatest
ago.
honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming.
Who doesn't love bacon?
Pig farmers. All I'm saying is, at this rate, we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low.
Watch what I say.
For all I know, we could be squires for life. All in line around a fucking wedding. What a waste of fucking time.
I'm sick of listening to your whine. With that attitude, you'll never be more than this.
Easy for you to say. Maybe a...
What's the weather look like tomorrow?
Looks like nuts.
Oh!
My
Oh,
uncle
but-
Castellan, I feel
A whole
different.
bunch of now.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
It's right over there.
Take your time.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing, Lord
Bitch
Walters.
nigga Brandon.
In a generous mood.
Who the fuck are you talking to, nigga?
Fucking friend.
There you
Or
go.
about.
Nice night for a
Playing
wedding.
something or what?
No, man, go on without me.
Not that he
can't, I
finds
need
it
you here to
when
carry
looking
me.
for one of his daughters.
Don't
Let
expect
me
me
see
to
how I
carry
feel
it
in an
for
hour
you,
or
Sir
two.
Karen.
I needed you here. With me.
What's wrong?
Or you could just call... What the fuck is her name? I keep
Cat?
forgetting your girlfriend's name. Yeah, Cat. So she can tell you why the hell you calling
What's
me.
gotten into you? You're acting rather
She's doing her
odd.
homework right now.
Need to get back.
Man, fuck homework.
They're fine,
I
they
need
can wait.
her to
You
do
don't
that.
understand.
I see her walk.
You need to go.
I told her,
Take the
and I
fucking
quote,
flagon
"You ain't about to
already.
get no types of dick unless you
What's wrong with him?
do all your homework and I see you graduate in May."
Bowen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush.
So I guess she don't really care, because she was gonna do that regardless with or without you.
We have to warn the others.
Good luck.
Oh, dang!
First death already?
Run!
Free, free, Mo. Free, free.
Oh, crap. We straight started losing people. My hands were on my controller, bro. I'm not ready for this.
For a Game of Thrones, everybody dies.
Dang. Roderick. Roderick ain't playing.
Oh, hey, Devin. I did something illegal yesterday you'd be proud of.
I would never even do something proud of something illegal so you're doing.
No, I was playing as a warden, and a Ying and a Gloss came in trying to blind me. I was like, oh no, whatever shall I do? I popped the Ying, but I got popped by the Gloss. But I saw them.
You use the glasses though. Okay, you're good.
Whoa! Shoot that one!
The shield's for you, idiots. Oh. Oh, dang. He lost like his jaw.
I don't know what you're talking about. She's sexy.
Cool.
Rihanna.
See, I don't know what he's talking about. I know problems being stupid, so I'm gonna go.
The new attacker.
Oh, I don't see him.
You have.
Oh, the pale chick? Oh, I thought her name was Pale Chick. Oh, ew. Y'all don't even sound like a cute name. That's a cute name. Oh, no. Goodbye, bro. We're out here murdering people. Cold boy. I did not wake up ready for this. Yo, stop calling this man's name. You're going to get him killed. Oh my gosh.
Oh, fuck. He's certain. He says, what do you want? He does not see I'm busy. I am
Garrett, did you find Roderick? Speak up, Garrett. Did you see him or not?
The Freys. They slaughtered him, my lord.
Where's my squire? You didn't leave him, did you? What happened to him?
I had to leave him. I had no other choice.
Find a weapon, quickly!
Damn, I'm gonna sound like a bitch. Roderick's dead. I left the squire.
That was just many as hurt, but
And Big Daddy Longsword over here. Oh no!
Dr. Frey, you fucking traitor! Go, my lord, while there's still time.
Yeah, you got stabbed in like the abdomen.
Well, now what do we do?
If we run, they'll hunt us down like dogs.
If we stay, they'll slaughter us like the others.
All the Freys this time, don't
I'm so scared.
what?
My Geiger, he's so scared.
This with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time to waste. I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors. You have to go. You're welcome to the fucking Torch.
I will do as you command, my lord.
You have served me well. I know I can count on you. Tell your uncle. Tell him the North Grove must never be lost. Tell
Shut
no
up,
one
Carlos.
but him.
We'll see
You
those dark
understand?
days.
You must swear. Tell only your Uncle Duncan.
Thanks for the door
The
to the
future of
base.
the house may depend on it.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Devin, we had fun, though.
We had great fun. It was dark because you guys started cheating.
Go! Kill
How do we
those
start
fucking
cheating?
foresters!
Don't look back, bro. Just go.
With love.
Dang, If you don't look back, help. If you're not, just run with your worthless self. I run like a loser.
You run like an incel?
No, you run like an incel. I run like Robert.
So not at all.
Robert runs. What's the other one? Have you seen when a girl chases him? I seen him run for his life because the girl was gonna beat him down. Not because he wasn't gonna fight back. No, he'll hit a girl. Just because she knows she would win. Had me rolling.
Damn. That's tough.
Because you know Robert will hit a girl. Robert will knock the smack out of a girl. Robert will hit us hard and taste leave him out. Yo, what? Guess he ain't here. Because Carlos, I know what you would do. Why ask me, boy? Carlos.
What's up?
What would you rather hit a cat?
I would shoot him. Actually, no. Better yet. I wouldn't do anything. I would let her roommates deal with that because they tell me what they're gonna do to me.
Bro, y'all weren't even there. She just came home with a black eye. You just let it. You just sit down with her. Let her roommates get him.
They would have to. They would have gotten him before I even had a chance to just think of anything. Like Robert would not have survived to see the sunlight. Would survive, he'd be changed. Like he wouldn't be the same anymore. He'd be like, I'm sorry.
Side note: when Game of Thrones streamed, right?
Yeah.
The only game I wouldn't have streamed now it would be Walking Dead.
I don't know if I think I did. But anyway, no, I don't think I did.
What?
I bought all the operators.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Well, the 2 new ones are coming out.
Bought them.
Season pass?
Oh no. Oh, that's this coming paycheck.
What do you think Black will do?
All this money in Rainbow Six and they still suck. Black would probably beat the living Britons up into this.
Winter may be coming, but at least still have his bacon.
It'd be fun. We could stop him from doing it, but we're not gonna, because we want to be curious to see where this goes.
Why will we stop him from doing it?
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Because if I lose.
Father, I said move on. Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs. I recognize you. You're a Forrester squire. Former Stark bannermen have no claim on land anymore. Or haven't you heard? The Starks are dead. Where'd you get that sword? Not a chance that sword is his. Must have stolen it. Out here by himself. Probably a deserter.
I killed a man for it.
Did you? Now why don't I believe you? That sword's too big for you, boy. You can barely pick it up.
Get off my land!
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he'd like a proper lordly sword like that. No. I'll have that sword, boy.
Fuck you.
Oh wow.
So finish this fucking pig farmer.
This guy's just stupid weak.
Oh, your boy?
Yeah.
You really are a...
Definitely the axe. Give me back my sword. Ah, mother duck, he went up. What is wrong with you? They hit you with a messed up leg too.
Oh yeah.
Mercy, please. I beg of you. I have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you. I was only following orders. Thank you. Lord Whitefield will see you hang for this. That much I promise.
Should have killed him.
No. He didn't do me wrong. He wasn't even really trying. He was just kind of running at me. He almost hit his boy. He really wasn't trying to kill me like that first guy. The first guy lost his life.
Father?
Besides, it's clear he didn't hit my dad. Elbow cough. Elbow cough.
Your sister.
Oh, that's what it's supposed to be? It looks like... I thought it was a dab.
She hid.
No, it says elbow cough. Look at this stream.
No, I'm looking at it.
Buffering.
Try to stop them.
It just says words, Carlos.
That's gay.
You're gay.
I'll kill the men who did this.
Sheltering. Yo, Black. Oh, he's not here, right? Yo, Carlos. Where's your copy of Shinobi Strikers at? Elbow bump. It's on sale.
How much?
$23 with DLC.
It's Garrett.
Without DLC, I think it's like 15.
Castellan, tell him his nephew survived.
Not gonna lie to you. Tempting, but Rainbow Six comes first.
Do whatever you want, man, bro. I want to buy the DLC for Strikers. I'm trying to think of what's a decent pass or not.
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the Great Hall.
I have stuff for
Quickly.
operators I didn't have. Now that I have all the operators, I can't remember what it was.
2 Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister,
Football head.
she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Oh, that's a nice mustache.
Thank you, mister.
Goatee.
Mustache.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you.
They attacked me. I had no choice but to defend myself.
Of course. And we can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us.
Walk all over us.
These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
So, Kyle, let's talk, bro. Me, you're the only one here. Let's talk real quick.
Just you, I, and your viewers. But what's up?
Oh no. The fact that he hold it open myself was the messed up part.
Dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through
So,
such a despicable act of...
You said you love this girl.
Oh god, I knew this was
Houses
coming.
than ours
Yeah,
have fallen
you
in
did,
times
but
such
you
as
said you
this.
love this girl.
The late Lord Forrester was a
So you're not in
man.
lesbians with her.
And poor
You've
Roderick,
been with her,
a
in the
serious
bed with
man,
her.
but he would have made a good lord.
Correct, correct?
Will never fall.
Allegedly.
No, not allegedly. It's happened on string. You said you did
The
it.
future of
And
this house is in Lord Ethan's
you
hands.
said you want to move in with
Though
her.
he is young and altogether unprepared to lead.
Allegedly.
Do you still love this girl, bro? Is this it? Is this your
This
one?
might hurt a bit.
Allegedly.
So I got a question. If she breaks up with you and does you like Christian and cheats on you and hurts you,
I
You
understand
got to
from
kill
your
her?
uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
what are we doing to her?
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't
Hello?
handle
I'll be right
himself. He's as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
He gave me a message to deliver.
A message? About what? What did he tell you?
Get my uncle. I was told only to tell him.
Your uncle? I see. Must be rather important then. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg. Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Okay, hello?
What happened? What happened, bro?
Listen, nothing important. Nothing that matters. What's up?
Is Kat at your house?
No, she is not.
Is she ever gonna come to your house?
Nope.
Why? Why they don't come to your house, bro?
Not my thing.
Wasn't my thing either. You came to mine. You took
Yeah, because I was
pictures.
dropping stuff off.
You
I was
weren't
dropping
dropping
stuff.
nothing off, nigga. You're a lie.
I was dropping stuff off. I was dropping dick off.
You weren't dropping nothing off in Oklahoma. You just came to my house to come over, taking pictures and shit.
No,
Right.
the light picked me.
Still in King's Landing, I suppose.
That ain't true. More than once you've come to my house by yourself.
I didn't.
Lies. I know because I offered you
always been-
breakfast.
Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
I've only been there with other people.
Charlie and Ethan. I suppose Lord Ethan now. Lady Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself. Ryan. Never easy being the fourth-born son. Roderick. He was our best warrior by far. Lord Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him. Gregor the Good.
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maestro Tengrin. Look, I'll show you.
Behind you, simp. Oh, they're all talking. Oh, you're back.
We just taking stuff?
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
I may be mistaken. Did your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you. Who is the new Lord of House Forrester?
Why, Ethan, of course. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands. Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
Why do the Whitehills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
What will happen to me now?
Excellent question.
Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although, given the circumstances of your... circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Lord Forrester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
Can I see Ethan? Is he here?
He is, but I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. He prefers not to be disturbed while practicing his lute.
The Whitehills want Forrester Ironwood.
They'd take it all if we'd let them. Especially now with the Boltons in power. And proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left. Just as they've done before.
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family...
They're gone.
I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall.
He loved his family, my lady. He was very proud of Roderick.
Yet he was unable to save him.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember.
He mentioned something about the North Grove.
The North Grove? What of it?
He said, the North Grove must never be lost.
The North Grove. Interesting.
I see. You have the Forrester's sword.
Ethan should have it, now that he is Lord.
Lord Forrester asked me to return it to the house. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response. It's too dangerous, especially now. Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family. I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee. The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard. Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution. We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
They killed my family.
And they'll pay for what they've done. That much I promise. But now is not the time for vengeance. If not now, when? We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week. And what would you have us do? Nothing. I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders. Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle. Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy. He deserves to be heard.
My uncle's right. We need to be smart.
Smart. Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that got him. So, what's to be done? Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide. He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men. He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder. and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same, as any man would.
Fuck the Boltons. One of their men killed my family.
Aye. You'll say it was justice. They'll say it was murder. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay? Duncan?
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're sending him to the wall? The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution.
I'll do what's best for the house. So I'll go. I'm not afraid.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
That settles it.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you. Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given the chance. I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch. In my heart, I know I'll see you again.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What? What is it?
It's important. Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
He said tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett.
I told Lady Forrester, but Maester Ortengren overheard.
I appreciate your honesty. But Lord Forrester's message was not meant for their ears. I'll speak with Lady Forrester, and I'll deal with the Maester. He's the last person I would trust with this information. Which is why, from this day forward, this must be our secret. Soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help. Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house. We will see each other again.
Garrett, wait!
Mika, really?
Sorry, I was playing Rainbow Six, and we were all recruits, and we were the Power Rangers. One. Sorry, I was playing Rainbow Six, and we were all recruits, and we were the Power Rangers. Go, go, nigga, Rangers.
All these weird ass things in my damn comments.
You know what? I'm gonna keep shit posting in your comments too if you talk shit.
But you're not saying anything. Just this elbow bump, sheltering, buffering.
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he was smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
Don't tell me here.
I'm here. It's okay. Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want
He's
her
gonna
to
do
die
it.
either.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna say
Mr.
something.
Tengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
You'll be fine. Garrett is
You know,
smart.
some days I think like, man, Carl's ain't here no
Tell
more.
me
I
what
kind of
Garrett
miss him.
did.
Then I'm
It
like,
must have been serious.
oh, I miss this thing.
I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking.
I mean, I can
They
go
said
back. I
someone
can
would
go to my
come here
woman's
looking
house.
for revenge.
We know you can, because you love the thought.
But I'm not. I know you'll protect
Fuck
us.
up.
Who said they're
Oh,
worried
what
about
you gonna do? Stop loving her? Move in with her now?
He says you can't fight very well.
What?
How you gonna love someone so much you gonna start paying their all their bills?
I don't pay her their bills.
Sir Royland forgets
I
himself.
just feed them.
After all, you are the lord of the house now.
I don't care what he says.
I am the lord
I
of that
can
house.
protect
I'm the lord of that manor.
What does Milksop mean?
I'm the Bruce Wayne.
No.
Of course
I
you
know
are.
it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland
If you didn't
teach
love
you
her,
how
you
to
just
wield a
liked her,
sword,
you just be taking
like-
care of her, not
like
her
a
whole
man.
household.
He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
I have facts of this.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we
Facts
all
of
used
what?
to play here? You,
That
me,
if it was
Roderick,
someone
Asher.
else, you wouldn't take care of everybody. Just take
We'd all
care
be
of
out here for
her.
hours.
No, you that person though. You the person take care of everyone
Where
around
was
that
I?
girl too. You
weren't
weird.
born yet.
We had so much fun. Then everything changed.
You eat butt for real.
Roderick became so serious.
You eat the
Lord
booty.
in
Not like
training.
groceries, you eat like
He never
pizza.
smiled anymore.
Like you eat the
Asher-
booty like Christian
Asher
Hell's
just
Alfredo.
got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that.
He's losing weight though, you hear?
Just be you. I like you the way you are.
I won't believe it until I see it.
I know a lord has many responsibilities.
I believe him. I heard he's losing weight. I believe in
You
him.
need to be like
I'm
that.
glad for him too.
It's for you to decide for yourself. I hope you don't.
I'm still in that joke woman
I'd
made.
rather have a brother than a lord.
I was like, you know what else is mean?
But since you're the new
Let's
lord,
go and be hitting them big
you can
numbers.
do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once. But Ethan will be a good lord. A proper lord.
As many as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Of course. Why not?
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
Hey, David.
Hey, Carlos.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced,
Oh,
and
and they're
certainly
queens.
unexpected. He's
I already
come
know that.
demanding
You're the one
justice.
saying if they breathe their clogs.
Can't he
You
meet
changed.
with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us.
Gabriel got the booty though.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must
Gabriel
go.
got the ass.
It's your decision. You are the lord.
I might remind you, Sir Royland, I'm the new Lord of House Forrester, not you.
Of course, man.
It's okay. You should go. It must be done.
Fine, let's be done with it.
Black.
Black, go to sleep, bro.
Go to sleep. Yeah.
Who you talking to? You don't know what to do, nigga.
Time for you to go to bed.
I
Good stream.
don't. Shut up.
Oh, bitch! I'm looking out for my friend.
I'm looking out for my son. Shut up.
Ooh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was like that.
Because you don't know nothing.
I apologize.
They showed up unannounced.
You should.
Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I see you explain to Lord Ethan why they're here.
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows
Garrett
Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
I forgot.
It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you said you were the Lord. Now prove it.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
Goodness, I will kill
I've been
you.
waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero,
isn't that Stark acting like a
fighting
bitch?
for the North against traitors and
Sorry, she's sorry, trying to test him.
Aye. And look where that got him. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters.
Calm yourself, old man.
What? Let's get him.
Little fuck! That's how you
Get his
talk
ass,
to
Ned.
the Lord! You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the North now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
Lord Whitehill, please.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire.
No,
We were minding our own business.
you really don't. You
Keeping
just
the
like
king's
saying
peace,
that.
as his lordship here
Makes
said.
you feel better at
When
night.
your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
Garrett was only defending himself.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the
Damn, he
fucking
called him a
coward
pig
who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
I took care of it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Oh.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar,
He
Lord
asked you,
Whitehill.
why
Have
are
you
you
forgotten
friends
your
with them?
manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here.
Yo,
If
Black's
that
asleep.
displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once. Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Okay.
Ah, fuck!
If you yell on my stream one more time, I'm putting my dick in your mouth. Is Black asleep?
Yes, he is.
He passed out in the stream. Aww.
Hey.
Adorable.
Father. Much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Should we call him?
No, let him sleep. No, he's tired.
Asher sent me this coin, to remember him. What a strange place, Essos. Ethan made this for me.
Also, Devin, it's canon. Sledge is supposed to use shotguns.
Told you.
He has like a little shotgun shells on the back of one of his uniforms.
I know. I read all the bios and stuff.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday. King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Boy, snoring like a log.
I feel like we should call him before he makes a bigger fool out of himself.
Oh my god, then call him, big baby.
Oh good.
Feel so damn cared about it.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give
You
this
was
to
wake
me.
up at 5:30 in the morning to stream. I don't think you was nothing to feel bad about anyway. and affection was holy. You thought you had me? I had to animate your bitch ass. I did it with the sun. Dumb bitch. So my mom watched John Wick for the first time.
How'd that go?
She said you're a bitch.
Ooh.
You in particular. She is mad at you.
It troubles me to
Oh my god, dude, she's mad at you.
But you must
Why? What'd I do?
I told her how I met Anna and how you convinced me to date her. Try to date her.
Oh, you dirty snitch.
I told her the whole story and how we ended up seeing each other.
You dirty hoe.
She said you can't trust your taste in women, bro. You're bad.
Hey, it makes you feel any better?
One moment.
I fell for it too. We all fell for that.
Oh, sorry, milady.
None of
All of
I
us.
didn't mean to disturb
A
you.
lot of us.
I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
I wouldn't even let Robert date her.
Really?
Not even Robert.
Dang.
Begging your pardon, lady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
Do you get your own dragon yet or no?
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends.
If you're on the stream, don't worry about it.
I saw Lady Marjorie
I am
just
watching the
this
stream.
morning, outside the
You
Royal
should know.
Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Goodness.
They
He's
appear
leader
to be
too,
having
isn't he?
some sort of disagreement.
No,
I
you
couldn't
are.
hear much, but
Oh,
it
fuck,
was
he is.
definitely an argument.
Why are you telling me this?
You left.
I
Yeah.
heard
He
them
was the second
arguing
person
about
here.
House Forrester.
Yep.
and-
House Forrester?
I thought you'd
Did
like to
you
know.
call him?
Forgive me if I was mistaken.
Why not, big
I
baby?
hope you're not in any kind of trouble.
You
Most
don't want to
people
whine
don't
about
tend
it.
to notice a cold boy. Not in King's
Keep that
Landing,
same
with
energy.
so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, my lady.
That's your ringtone. How do you feel?
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
When we call him?
On the day
What's his
you
number?
arrived
I'll
in
actually call him.
Highgarden, I thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
281-334.
And you know how I feel about
8004.
what's happened to your family.
You
I
almost
feel
had
your
me.
pain as if it were my own.
Almost
What
did.
you've suffered
Not gonna
is
lie, I was like,
beyond
wait, that sounds a
And
little
your
too
whole
familiar.
family as well.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen.
The voicemail box.
He didn't pick up.
have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark? It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the royal set. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
Oh wow, so Carlos.
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens.
Emojis actually come through.
She can hardly be blamed for the actions of her father and brother.
No, I meant like.
Nonetheless.
No, I like on the PSN chat.
She demands an audience.
Like actual emojis come through, but the ones on the other ones like oops, hydrate.
She's waiting for us now. But I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Dang, he's out like night light.
You'll be fine. I know you will.
Yo, I got a question.
You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Why are there no fat girls in Game of Thrones?
Because it's medieval times and there wasn't any fat people.
That's not true. There's plenty of fat guys.
Girls.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why are there any fat girls in Game of Thrones? But fat guys. What's up with all these skinny? What's up with all these skinny girls? Man? What fat girls at? I say like I'm into fat girls. What's for you, Carlos? I'm here for you, bro.
You can do this.
Get down to the other parts. I'll stream it later. I'm glad Pete didn't die.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace?
Tyrion said a lie to the end.
Allow me
Goodness.
to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did say their loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent, and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions, while in fact saying nothing at all.
Fuck, that was scary.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of
Yo, my
iron
friend
for his
Albelos here.
armies.
He
I'm told
masturbates
there
some
are others
tissue
who would happily
rags
serve
and
that
gives them to his
purpose.
girlfriend.
But I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
I'm not gonna say anything, because I'm a good boy.
That's right, not even real
It would be a
tissues,
shame
tissue
to see us
rags.
fall into the hands things.
I don't know how he makes tissue rag, but he does.
Do almost anything.
Comes
I
all
just
through.
collect all the tissue. I just collect all the tissue dust at the
Ask
bottom
any
of the
lannister,
box.
and they do it would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone
You must blow this tall girl
sorts
back
of
out.
ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
Oh, dang. Alright, but, Carlos?
What's up, bro?
Am I sworn to my king or am I sworn to my Lady Marjorie?
Which do you feel most...
I'm asking you, don't worry about that. I have interactions for you. The king or Lady Marjorie? Since you aren't really here watching it, see, so just pick one.
No. The king.
Why?
It's the bird hopped out of my eyes! Oh, little bitch!
The king also kills me. But
The king.
I'll choose him because he wants me to die.
I said, I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to
If
the
Black was
crown,
here, he'd
isn't
give
she?
us the right answer.
The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course,
Great.
Your Grace.
Me and this lady's gonna die. That's because of Carlos. I'm gonna pick the king.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
Brandon, shut up. It's so sad hearing him snoring, having able to talk back.
It's like hearing the death throes of a tiger.
Took courage.
Or Carlos
so
speaking.
publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It
The
was
fastest
quite
man
the
alive.
first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard. not her.
I wouldn't want to anger Cersei.
And you'd be wise not to. But I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure Ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
Oh, fuck!
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Good night, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Sir Jaime, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that light cloak of his. What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I'd be willing to marry,
but not Joffrey. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well... Sarah?
We're sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes.
Oops.
There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Oh, hell no. Oh, heaven no.
It doesn't matter what you feel. It only matters what you say.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave.
Pray,
You
get out!
must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Carlos.
What?
Ask for help or don't ask for help?
Ask for help.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
Praise the Lord.
About my family.
I trust her. Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Oh fuck! I forgot who King was in this game. It was
What would you have me do?
bitch ass. Nah, I like him.
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks. Now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
You're gay.
I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Pussy.
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Seven hells.
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these Forresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something. Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Bloody hell.
Wow, Robert.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forrester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
Why are you telling me this?
To help you rule, Lord Ethan. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forrester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others. The Lord Sentinel.
This dude looks like the dude
Forrester
from,
traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
A little bit. As a kid.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move. Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
Lord Ethan. Missed.
Why did you kick this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed. They're not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please.
Dang, alright, back. It's kinda tense.
I would say let him live.
We'll not permit it. Let's send him to the wall.
Give us justice.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers, thief!
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. You'll be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Our house tends to its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed.
Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief.
And I am the Lord. I choose to show mercy. Mercy shows greater strength.
Strength shows strength, my lord. My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
Best not, little bitch nigga.
That was certainly
I'm not gonna lie.
unpleasant.
You know what I
But
miss?
the Lord must mete out punishment when it's due.
Not just yourself, of course.
I miss Waco Simulator.
I did what I had to do. It didn't bother me.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the wisdom and experience.
And I'm sure you think you'd be the perfect choice.
Me? Oh, God, no. I can't get involved. I am a maester. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve as such. There are two capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. All to see.
I understand. I'll do it now.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
It's actually a really hard choice. Yeah, so on one hand, that soldier dude has no right to get this at all.
Yeah.
But super dangerously, I'm scared he might hardcore kill me later. I don't give it to him.
You said what?
He might kill me if I don't give it to him. At the same time, the other guy is clearly a better choice, but
Slash and parry. Slash and parry. Again.
he wouldn't kill me if I didn't give it to him. I'm scared.
Duncan.
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider. We face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
What do you think of Sir Royland? Do you trust him?
He's a fine warrior, my lord. But he's nowhere near ready to serve as sentinel. I do not trust him. He's likely to lose his temper and get us all killed. And at the worst possible time.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
Oh shit, I think he's awake.
Oh, what? Black.
Long! I didn't know dogs could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins.